Now to part 2 of our special Lighthouse investigation, Duty to Disclose.
Tonight, we are going back to the case that sparked our interest in obtaining Milwaukee County's full Brady list in the first place, in partnership with the Milwaukee Journal Sentinel and Wisconsin Watch.
There's no way that I would even trust his testimony. Like, his testimony shouldn't even be considered at this point.
That is Monica Nash. She wants to know why the same deputy who botched her hit-and-run investigation, Shawn Bacich, was never referred to the DA's office for Brady list consideration, despite being suspended for allegedly making racially inflammatory remarks to black people years earlier.
The Brady list is a record of current and former cops with alleged credibility concerns due to allegations of past crimes, dishonesty, bias, or other integrity issues.
So the information that landed them on the list has to be disclosed to defense attorneys when these officers are called to testify in court. After nearly a year of dodging our interview request, Milwaukee County Sheriff finally agreed to sit down for an interview.
Our Lighthouse reporter Ben Jordan asks Sheriff Danita Ball why Deputy Bacich never made the Brady list.
Working as a TST, I was always told by...
Before becoming an emergency manager in the Air Force, Monica Nash spent 8 years in law enforcement, so she knows about Brady lists.
Were you aware that racial bias is a qualifier for the Brady list?
Absolutely. That pretty much tops everything.
Last month, Monica met us halfway between Milwaukee and her military base in southern Missouri.
You drove a long way to speak with us today.
Yes.
Why did you want to be a part of this story?
In hopes that the sheriff department would actually take a look at their actions, actually take a look at their force.
For years, Monica has fought for answers from the Milwaukee County Sheriff's Office about why a mysterious hit and run was never solved.
This was a clear cut case. Like, it was no hard work needed to be done because the person who hit me, his vehicle was left on scene. There were multiple witnesses there, who had interactions with him prior to him even leaving the scene.
Most concerning to Monica, she'll never learn why the suspect demanded she hand over her newborn baby before he took off in a getaway car.
He's saying, "Give me the baby, give me the baby." And I'm like, I'm not giving you my baby.
The deputy assigned to investigate the crash that January night in 2020 was Shawn Bacich. The now former deputy declined our interview request to be part of this story. Records show Bacich never followed up with key witnesses to Monica's crash, and he neglected to place DOT video into evidence. It resulted in a suspension. Sheriff Danita Ball was chief deputy at the time.
Sheriff Ball, why did it take us so long to have this conversation? We reached out to you on multiple occasions last year, and you declined our interview request. Why didn't you want to talk about this?
There wasn't anything to add. The deputy did a poor investigation.
While Monica was furious about how the investigation was handled,
He's not even taking his job serious.
her anger only grew when she learned what we uncovered about Bacich's past. Internal Affairs records show he was disciplined 8 times in his career at MCSO, including 5 suspensions. Internal records show that Bacich was suspended for 5 days for an off-duty incident in 2016 when he went to a Walgreens drunk and made racially inflammatory remarks. A store employee called the sheriff's office and claimed Bacich asked her, "Why does Black Lives Matter? What the expletive do I owe you people? What, 200, 300 years?" Records show Bacich told investigators the conversation was about him being, quote, sick of taking care of black people. He went on to tell investigators, quote, "I did make racial comments that were as far as me paying taxes for minorities."
As a black woman yourself, how does that make you feel knowing this is the person who was assigned to investigate your crime?
It just brings a whole nother level of anger. Why is a person like that allowed to be on the sheriff's department?
Bacich also got suspended after he was accused of passing a counterfeit bill at a Fond du Lac bar.
Do you think Deputy Bacich should have been put on the Brady list?
Well, that was before I was sheriff, and I won't comment on what went into why the decision as to why he was not referred to the district attorney's office.
Sheriff Ball says that decision wasn't up to her at the time, and she says there's no going back now that she's in charge.
But what about the previous cases involving the racial bias?
So we're going to go back and relitigate those cases? That's not what we do. Someone else had made a decision regarding the disposition of that case, and if they felt like it should not be referred to the district attorney's office, which apparently is the case, then it was not referred to the district attorney's office.
I then asked District Attorney Kent Lovern, who's in charge of maintaining the Brady list.
DA Lovern, do you think Deputy Bacich should be on the Brady list?
I wouldn't make a decision based on the brief conversation we're having here today about that.
And then Milwaukee County's Chief Judge, Carl Ashley.
Superficially, it sounds that, but I really have to defer to the DA's office to make those decisions and law enforcement.
We took their responses to Rachel Moran.
I am concerned about the sheriff's decision.
She's a professor at the University of St. Thomas in Minnesota who specializes in police accountability research and Brady List studies in particular.
The fact that someone else made a decision doesn't alleviate the current DA and the current sheriff from deciding whether information should potentially be shared.
Civil rights attorney William Sultan says it's something jurors deserve to know if Bacich were called to testify.
That is exactly the kind of information that must be turned over to lawyers, and the fact that it isn't is very, very appalling.
Sultan says this case raises serious questions about the accuracy of Milwaukee County's Brady List and if law enforcement agencies are fulfilling their duty to disclose potential Brady material to the DA's office.
If Bacich isn't on there, then you know that there are dozens and dozens of other officers that should be on that list that are not.
This is who you are. How does that not fit the characteristics, of being on the Brady list?
Monica hopes when she does one day return home to Wisconsin, Milwaukee County's Brady List will be better scrutinized and maintained.
To say that he doesn't belong on the Brady list, then I'm terribly concerned about who else is not on the Brady list.
Reporting in Milwaukee, Ben Jordan, TMJ4 News.